Jason Michael using all sorts of phrases like Arctic blasts, single-digit temperatures, words like snow, stuff like that. No 80 degrees and sunny anywhere in anything that he's saying.
Here in Northeast Ohio.
Here in Northeast Ohio.
We have to add on
Somewhere
to that.
it's going on.
Somewhere it is happening, and hopefully it's going to be in Florida when I get there next week.
Oh, rub it in, Pally. Go right ahead.
I'll do my best to bring some of the sunshine and warmer temperatures, 80s back in the Northeast Ohio next week. All right, let's talk about the forecast for you, my friends. Yes, earlier we did have a clipper system that moved west towards east across the area. We also had a warm front that moved into the region as well, and we've already begun to see temperatures now in the mid-30s. That chill factor with that feels like temperatures, we still have those in the 20s, but the surface temperature, courtesy of that south wind, is what's been elevating. So I've taken this radar loop back for the past 4 hours where you can see some areas along and also east of the city and west of the city got some pretty impactful snow that moved around despite it not really sticking on the ground because, again, we've had temperatures above freezing for us this evening and not a whole lot of moisture associated with this clipper system that moved through as well. The vast majority of Northeast Ohio under lots of cloud cover for this evening. You can see some of those lingering light snows back over towards the east over to Ashtabula and also Trumbull counties. That southwest wind is now gusting 20 to 25 miles per hour. Now our gradient between the frontal boundary that arrives in the morning versus the one that comes tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours is going to be a really tight gradient. This is what's going to elevate our wind gusts for you tomorrow, 30 to 40 miles per hour. Temperatures right now at Cleveland Hopkins, 36 degrees. Look at that wind. South-southwest at 17 miles per hour, sustained. So waking up tomorrow morning, you may be hearing a couple of those trash cans kind of blowing about. So make sure you secure those. Mid to upper 30s expected overnight tonight. Winds you can see begin to pick up overnight as well. We'll cool things back down just as that frontal boundary is arriving for tomorrow morning. So we'll go up and then we'll likely come back down. Then we'll go up again tomorrow afternoon and then come back down with that next system Saturday night into Sunday. Regional temperatures across the lower 48, virtually, mid-Atlantic as well as over to the Northeast and also Midwest. Single digits in many. You can see there 26 for Chicago. Some of these upper 30s and 40s will do its best to get into central and southern Ohio. But because we're so far north and we'll still have sort of that troughs extending south across the region, this is likely where we won't really see any sort of high 40s expected. Really, I think we'll only hang out around 40 degrees for you tomorrow. So here's your National Design Mart forecast for the rest of the evening. There could be some clearing that happens just prior to sunrise. So temperatures that get up, let's say, to about 35, 36 degrees, they could slip a little bit, lose their footing, and then come back up once we get into tomorrow afternoon. All in all, this is going to be a mainly cloudy Saturday for us. Into the evening hours we go. We settle back down around 9 p.m. into the mid-30s, and then look what happens here. We have another surge of moisture coming back in. This will mainly be rain for the first half of our Sunday. So it's going to be a rain-soaked start to our Sunday. In the afternoon, some lingering showers possible. Then that switches over as the low is carrying north and east to the region to maybe a rain-snow mix with maybe some flurries lingering through for late on Sunday. But again, it's not going to be terrible out there for the latter half of the weekend. You just got a wet start to your Sunday. Here's your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook. Very cold weather expected Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Teens in the overnights. Perhaps upper single digits as far as wind chills are concerned. Nearing 30 degrees in the daytime, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Models are still indicating, Russ, that we could be slipping a little bit. So don't get too hung up on these numbers because they could be lowered in the afternoon.
And as we look at the end of next week, we're talking about the beginning of February.
We are. Could be coming in like a lion.
Okay. Thanks, Jason.